Uncanny X-Men 629. This is part 10 of X-Men Disassembled. The last book left us off with an X-Men roll call. Everyone's there. Hey, in the comments, name X-Men who weren't there. I'm going to start with Wolverine and Cyclops. Name the rest, please, and thank you. Well, we start off with a major double-page spread. It's beautiful. It's all these X-Men charging. Even Apocalypse is joining them. Cool. Sam Guthrie, just to show how powerful X-Man is, goes into him. When he's blasting down there, he's in his indestructible form and loses. So it just goes to show you just how powerful the villain X-Man is, Nate Gray. We see Paige makes an appearance for the first time. Paige Guthrie, his sister. First time in a long time. Since Wolverine and the X-Men, I think. Of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, Storm is doing the most dirt, and she's the one that they go after. Angel and Psylocke team up to try to take care of her, while the psychics of the group, including Sage, we haven't seen Sage since she was in Extreme X-Men, wasn't she? We haven't seen her since then. So it's unique to see a telepath like that show up. But with Psylocke and Angel, I thought it was interesting how they called each other by first names twice. It happens with Warren, it happens with Betsy. It was beautiful the way that the two of them took down Storm with that stab. I'll show it. And once Storm was free, there was no stopping her from getting to X-Man. Meanwhile, Jean Grey was in a one-on-one with X-Man in some sort of psychic white-hot room. He tried explaining himself. It's a lot of the same stuff that was said 2 issues ago or 3 issues ago. A bunch of nonsense about nothing. And while he was in that state, this is where Storm takes a shot at him. We see X-Men split with Legion, who he merged with. They had him on the ropes, and then he does something that he literally could have done since issue number 1. There didn't need to be this 10-arc story. He creates this new age. Screen goes white. I think he says no more mutants. No, he says goodbye X-Men. Same shit. And it appears that he dies, but we know comic books, no one really dies. And he makes a new world, a world with no X-Men. This story stunk. I'm going to give you an overview of this whole story, all 10 issues. I felt like issues 7 and 8 were worthless. They went back in time to that age of apocalypse, forward in time, and then they came back. Alright, nothing really happened, nothing progressed, nothing mattered. Look, the X-Men are disassembled. Stories will come out of this. Cyclops and Wolverine are going to have to reband this team because they were missing from this whole entire 10-arc story. And they were lucky because I didn't really like it. If I were to grade this comic, it was eventful, it was action-packed. I'll give it an 8, good art. But if I grade the whole series, 4 out of 10. I liked the last issue too, but those were the only 2 that I liked out of them. I gave that one a 9, I think. You can watch my previous. Go ahead and watch my previous videos because this is Chillmonger and I'm on YouTube and I need views. Oh, and I want to say, it looks like Armor, Pixie, Rockslide, Glob are being elevated in their rank in X-Men. Let's see what they do with it. I don't have high hopes for the new X-Men from that 2004 class. I have a previous video on that as well that you could watch. Things are not looking like. What's the direction is what I'm asking. What is the? Where are we going? Is it to get Cyclops and Wolverine back into the fold as X-Men? I don't feel like that's a goal. That's like characters getting back. It'll be nice when it happens as an issue. It's gonna be probably cool when you see Jean Grey and Beast and Iceman with Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm will be there. There's gonna be a great double-page spread where they're all up in there. That's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna enjoy that, no doubt. That comic book is getting a 10. Well, what series? Like, remember House of M? It started in 2005 with No More Mutants. All the way to 2012, when we finally got mutants, they were doing this endangered species type, we are on the brink of extinction for 7 years, if I did my math right. 7 years, if I did do my math right. That's insane. I don't get what the direction is with this. Usually issue number 1's kind of explain what happens, but only thing issue number 1 told us was Nate Gray is a villain and he's evil. Apocalypse is there too. Look, they made a mutant kind of vaccine. They've done that stuff before, but maybe that's the direction they're going with. Well, the X-Men are being extinct. The X gene is not going to be. People are willingly saying no, we don't want the X gene. It was never like that. There were some sympathizers with the mutants, but this became law. It was made law. I feel like that's a story that could have been fleshed out. We could have got a story of yo, we were posing to this. No, they're doing this. They're giving this to our kids in school. We gotta stop this. That's 6 issues. That's 10 issues if you wanted to. And then finally, the judge says, no, this is finally law. But the last kind of page explains that in the newspaper, it explains that this has now become law in this world. I want to see that being reflected in other books in Marvel Comics. If this is a world of continuity, I want to go ahead and read my Avengers and see what T'Challa has to say about this, because that's a pretty big ass deal. And they got a mutant from Wakanda, so maybe I'm hoping like Black Panther. The series right now of Black Panther is a whole nother mess. They're doing stuff in space. I kind of quit after issue number 2, and I hear they're still in space. I'm reading Shuri though. Shuri's all right. I might actually review that. If you're interested in my videos, thumbs up, because I'm probably gonna get like 10 views, and you're gonna be one of those viewers. So I appreciate you. This is Chillmonger. That's not my real name, and I don't have an outro. Peace.